With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw, Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
60 Maverick, Warriors 17, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cowboys 0.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Let's go, lady. Go!
Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 7. Chase McLaughlin set to
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go with blue between the tackles. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 13. Here's one deep for Pickens. it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Second down, they go again with Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Let's go.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Trap 60.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. Gets 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
70, 60 Bison. Dragon 60, 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 140 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll audible to something else. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 23, here's the second down and 6. Again, it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw completed by Willis. Now he's loose at the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the first carry here for the running back. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Dolphins first down.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
A 41-yard gain. And a Cowboy first down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big shots.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Pickens going in motion left. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll try and throw for it here. Here's one deep for Pickens. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. To throw, here's Willis. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A gain of 21 yards.
And now they'll shift things around.
Dallas.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now Willis. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he will take it in. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Dolphins 49. Cowboys 17. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Blue. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Liking 18.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Dolphins.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Rig alert. Hey, smash. Maverick. Trap 60. 19 Lion.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
7 Pirates. Get up. Cougar 19.
Now Willis. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. No good to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Scoop.
Willis. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
24-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Go! Let's go! Cowboy 80! Ready!
Henry up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Blue. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll drop to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Third and long.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.